friends, good afternoon. Today we are going to debate about the earlier the better in language learning. I stand for the earlier the better when it comes to language learning. The formative years of a child's life are a critical window for cognitive development, and this period provides a unique opportunity for mastering languages. I will present arguments that underscore the advantages of early language learning, emphasizing cognitive benefits, cultural understanding, and enhanced communication skills. Firstly, studies have shown that bilingual or multilingual individuals often exhibit enhanced problem-solving skills, improved memory retention, and increased cognitive flexibility. By introducing language learning in the early stages of development, we empower individuals to harness the full potential of cognitive abilities. Secondly, language is not merely a tool for communication. It's a gateway to understanding and appreciating diverse cultures. Early exposure to multiple languages fosters a sense of cultural empathy. And a broader perspective, a sense of cultural empathy on the world. In an increasingly interconnected global society, the ability to communicate across linguistic and cultural boundaries is a valuable skill. Thirdly and lastly, language is the cornerstone of effective communication, and proficiency in multiple languages contributes to superior communication skills. Early language learners often exhibit heightened verbal and non-verbal communication abilities, facilitating more effective interpersonal interactions.
Hello friends, today I stand before you to present the case against the assertion that the earlier the better for language learning. While it's undeniably valuable to acquire linguistic skills, I advocate for a more nuanced perspective that takes into account the diverse needs and developmental stage of individuals. There are inherent challenges and considerations associated with early language learning that merit our attention. In the following arguments, I will shed light on the potential drawbacks and emphasizing the importance of balanced individualization and a broader view of education. First, not all children develop at the same pace, and forcing early language learning on those who may not be developmentally ready can have adverse effects. Critics argue that children vary widely in their cognitive, emotional, and social development, and a one-size-fits-all approach to early language learning may not be suitable for everyone. Some children may thrive in a multilingual environment, while others may find it overwhelming and potentially detrimental to their overall development. Second, the opponents of early language learning contend that an exclusive emphasis on language acquisition during the formative years may divert attention from other critical aspects of holistic development. Childhood is a time for exploration, socialization, and the development of fundamental skills. Excessive pressure on language learning might limit a child's exposure to diverse experiences and hinder the development of skills essential for a well-rounded education. The third one is introducing multiple languages at a very early age raises concern about potential linguistic interference and confusion. Critics argue that language learners might struggle to distinguish between languages, leading to a phenomenon known as code switching or linguistic blending. This could potentially hinder the development of a strong foundation in any one language, impacting overall language proficiency. And the last one is, contrary to the belief that early language learning ensures superior language proficiency, opponents posit that individuals can achieve language fluency effectively in later years. Waiting until a child is older allows them to explore various interests, discover their passion, and make informed decisions about which language to prioritize based on personal, academic, or career goals. This flexibility in language acquisition, according to this perspective, contributes to a more adaptable and individually tailored language learning experience. Now, stage is yours.
While it's true that children develop at different paces, Proponents of early language learning argue that exposure to languages from an early age enhances adaptability. Early learners may adapt more easily to diverse linguistic and cultural environments, fostering a sense of comfort and proficiency in multilingual settings. Waiting until a later age may limit their ability to fully embrace and integrate into linguistically diverse communities. Secondly, supporters of early language learning contend that it can complement rather than hinder holistic development. Learning languages early may stimulate cognitive functions, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Language activities can be designed to incorporate various forms of play, socialization, and skill development, contributing to a well-rounded educational experience that includes language acquisition. Thirdly, critics of the linguistic interference argument acknowledge the potential for confusion, but argue that with thoughtful instructional design, this challenge can be effectively managed. Implementing structured language programs that emphasize clear distinctions between languages and gradual exposure to each can mitigate the risk of code switching. Properly managed multilingual environments can enhance language proficiency without compromising the strength of any one language foundation.
I have some counter-arguments for Sinan. So, first one is, while there are cognitive benefits associated with early language learning, opponents argue that a balanced developmental approach is crucial. Overemphasis on linguistic structures during the early years may inadvertently sideline other essential cognitive skills and activities. Critics suggest that a more holistic development, which includes diverse cognitive challenges, allows for a well-rounded cognitive growth without putting undue pressure on young minds. Second one is, critics acknowledge the value of cultural understanding, but contend that it doesn't necessitate early language learning. Exposure to diverse cultures through travel, literature, and social interaction can also cultivate cultural empathy. Opponents argue that early language learning might be intense for some children, and more gradual introduction to cultural diversity might allow for a deeper and meaningful appreciation as they mature. The third one is, while early language learners may showcase enhanced communication skills, opponents argue that effective communication is not exclusive to those who start early. Waiting until later years, when individuals can make informed choices about the language they want to learn, may lead to a more motivated and focused language learning experience. Critics suggest that the correlation between early language acquisition and academic performance may be influenced by various factors, and a delayed start doesn't necessarily hinder academic success.
In conclusion, the benefits of early language learning extend beyond the mere acquisition of linguistic competence. It shapes individuals into well-rounded, culturally aware, and cognitively adept members of society. By embracing language learning during the formative years, we lay the foundation for a future generation that is not only proficient in languages, but also better equipped to face the challenges of interconnected and diverse world.
So, in my conclusion, while acknowledging the undeniable benefits of language proficiency, it's crucial to consider the potential drawbacks and the need for a balanced, individualized approach. Language learning is a lifelong journey, and the emphasis should be on creating an environment that fosters a genuine love for languages, taking into account the diverse needs and readiness of each learner. Thank you for listening to us.